Today, March 16, 2026, I'm on a trip heading to somewhere new, somewhere exciting, and honestly, I don't even know exactly what to expect yet. I have no plans, no familiar faces. I don't even know who I'll meet along the way. I found this agency on TikTok. I checked the reviews and messaged them on their Facebook page. Since then, solo travel has always been one of my bucket lists. And I'm super excited kasi finally, today, ma-unlock na siya. At first, it can feel intimidating because you're stepping into the unknown without the comfort of familiar people. And you might wonder if you made the right choice, especially in those quiet moments when it's just you and your thoughts. Solo travel forces you to rely on yourself in ways you never had to before. You become more aware, more confident, more open to new experiences. So why did I choose Sagada for my first solo trip? Many people go to Sagada not just for the sights, but for a sense of healing and reflection. The calm mountains, misty mornings, and quiet trails give space to breathe, think, and just be yourself. It's a place to slow down, let go of stress, and reconnect with nature, with your thoughts, and sometimes even with your own heart. After hours of traveling, we finally made it to Sagada. This is where we'll be staying for the next 2 days in Sagada. At first, I felt shy and a bit nervous around my fellow travelers, but surprisingly, we all clicked and got along really well. So here's the first meal I had in Sagada. And after eating our breakfast, we are now heading back to the inn for the full tour orientation. And bago makapunta sa inn pabalik, is madadaanan muna namin the homemade bread store wherein it is also popular in Sagada for its freshly baked bread.
Ako ay pipikit, hinga ng malalim sa uli ay bibitaw.
Sa mga tours nila sa Sagada, ako yung mag-orient about tungkol sa exclusion sa package ni Magayon. But before we proceed, klaro ba sa atin lahat ng mga activities sa Sagada is excluded sa package ni Magayon? Kano? How much?
Our first stop is St. Mary Church.
Welcome to Sagada.
And here's Kuya James, who will be with us for our full Sagada experience.
Province is Mountain Province. Ang tawag sa mga tao dito is mga igurot. Ibig sabihin ng igurot, mga taong bundok. May alalaman ba kayo tungkol sa mga igurot? Kasi sabi ng iba, ako'y tao, hindi ako igurot. Pero kung sa TV, pero sa tingin, halos pare-parehas man tayo eh.
St. Mary's Church in Sagada is established in 1904 by American missionary that aimed to spread faith in the mountain province. Anglican priests in Sagada are allowed to marry, which is a major difference from the Roman Catholic. And just a few steps from the church is the Sagada Cemetery. And unlike typical cemeteries, This one is located on a hill. And alam niyo ba, in Sagada may forever. Kasi what really amazed me is that couples are laid to rest beside each other. And during our trip, we observed that may mga vacant na tomb. And for Kuya James, para daw yun sa mga buhay pa, yung mga asawa. And comparing to what's happening today, people in Sagada remain loyal to their loved ones even after death. And another thing we learned is that if a Sagada local dies in a different place, they are returned to Sagada to be buried, no matter the distance. And after visiting the cemetery, we had to take a bit of a long walk going to the hanging coffins. And on our way to the hanging coffins, you'll see these limestone rocks where you can take your photos.
Dito. Pwede itong mag-picture dyan, kahit solo-solo or group, depende sa inyo. Ang ano lang, ingat lang po kasi matutulis yan. Limestone po ang tawag dyan. Bato sa dagat, kaya lang dito sa amin, nasa bundok. Kaya ibig sabihin, millionaires.
And aside from the main hanging coffins, you can also spot some coffins hanging on the other side of the mountains, like this. Next. The hanging coffins of Sagada are an ancient burial tradition of the Igorot people, meant to bring the deceased closer to the heavens. And Kuya James is explaining to us why different yung mga sizes ng mga coffins and ano yung ibig sabihin ng mga words na nakasulat doon.
Mga pangalan din sa amin kasi, dalawa kasi pangalan ng mga Igorot. May pangalan sila sa Igorot, iba naman yung Christian. Kapag bata kasi yung pagkasilang pa lang kasi yung bata dito, after 3 days, may ipon yung mga...
And for our next stop is the Bow and Coffee Farm, a local coffee farm famous for its Sagada beans. And before we get there, kailangan muna natin tabirin tong cave na to. And as someone who isn't very physically fit, the long walks really made my knees ache. And buti na lang before this Sagada trip, medyo nakakapag-walk ako after work. Cause I'm telling you guys, puro talaga lakad dito. But you won't feel too tired because of the breathtaking views and fresh air.
Kahit hindi kayo mag-cave, parang nagpunta dito.
Along the way, we also spotted some rock formations created by other tourists. The Bow and Coffee Shop is famous for serving locally grown Sagada coffee, which is known for its unique, earthy, and nutty flavor. Visitors are welcome to write anything they want on this part of the shop. And syempre, magsusulat din tayo. And you can even sing live here, just like my new friend is doing in the background. We also met Aurora, their adorable pet here at the shop. And just like the rest of us, Aurora is also single.
Walang ano. Isa lang ang isa.
And here I am disturbing her while she's sleeping.
Are you sick?
Sorry, Aurora.
Uy.
Just outside the shop, I took a short walk to look at the coffee trees.
Wow. Cute coffee. Hanap tayo ng madaming bunga. Wait. Pwede ba ako mag-move forward ng walang buhay? Ito. Zoom in lang natin.
Here's Kuya John, the talented tour coordinator. And after the coffee shop, we finally headed to the pickup point where our service was waiting. I thought this part will be easy kasi pauwi na. But there's more. This wasn't what I expected.
Hindi rin ito pinapakita sa TikTok.
I thought we just visit the three main spots: the church, the cemetery, and the hanging
Sama yung
coffins,
Blue Lagoon sa
with some
Gusto mo yun?
walking. But Sagada is full of surprises and little obstacles. And if you decide to visit here,
Can I fold my pants first?
be ready for new experiences around every corner. Also make sure to wear comfortable clothes and shoes for the trip.
Yan kaya itong kalating. Teka lang, madulas ha. Madulas yung rocks. Iakit ako?
And aside from the long walks, may mga pataas at pababang hagdan at trails din dito. Kaya good luck talaga sa tuhod.
Yeah, man-made or?
Our next stop is the Blue Lagoon.
Lower.
Getting to the Blue Lagoon was a real trek. We had to walk endlessly, and it felt like it would never end. I could say na yung pababa, it's not that hard. And there's no other way, so dito rin kami dadaan pabalik. When after that never-ending stairs kanina, the real challenge begins now.
Yung anak mo, ito, galao, yan. Dana. Inom mo alaksan, Bessie. Malapit na. Inom mo ng alaksan. Hindi ka maliligo. Tatas. Grabe, hirap mo. Pati pa maliligo.
And the moment you see the Blue Lagoon, all the effort and distance suddenly feel worth it. And here I am, struggling with my life vest and low-key scared of the deep water. My body kept slipping down under the life vest because one of the straps was missing.
Mag-balance ka! Mag-balance, panutang ka. Ikampay mo yung paa mo. Ikampay mo.
But syempre, since palaban tayo, lalaban ko to kahit na.
Yan.
Then akala ko okay na. Nakaya ko na. But as I go forward, nasasakal ako sa life vest so I can continue. And thanks to our tour guides sa pagtulong sa akin sa life vest para ma-enjoy ko yung experience. And this is us, enjoying the moment and appreciating the beauty of life.
Kang alaala mo, ikaw pa rin.
This is one of the places I'd love to go back to because I had such a great time here. With this beautiful view and great company, what more could I ask for?
Uwi sa wala, ngunit kahit saan ka mapadpad, kahit ilang taon ang lumipas, kahit ika'y mapalayo sa piling ko, ikaw pa rin ang pipiliin ko.
We went back to the inn and freshened up. And now, we're walking to find a place to eat our dinner.
Medyo malamig guys. Naghahanap kami ng makakain. Weather dito sa Sagada, aside sa malamig siya, may ambon din. Yeah. Sobrang lamig.
For my dinner, I'm trying the famous etat sisig.
Dami ka niya, hindi ka pa masama.
Sakot na ang pusong ko
This is the second day, and our itinerary includes Marlboro Hills and Blue Soil, and our call time is 4:30 a.m. And this is me with my get ready with me clothes, just preparing for today's trip. And last night after dinner, they invited me to go to cellar door, but I had a very severe period cramps, so I chose to rest instead.
Mas malamig dun.
Yun ako, doble-doble nga yung shirt ko eh.
Ako, cycling lang.
Tapos ito, doble ko pala ito. Tapos, jacket.
Ilang ano? Tatlo? Tatlong layer?
Isa, dalawa. 4 na layer.
At least.
Sobrang maling dun kasi
Ito na ako.
tuktok ng bundok.
Oo, magpapaper lang ako. Gagana na lang ako sa sa gilid.
Kaya may ano, pag nag-grocery na lang, tanggalin na lang.
Oo, ako din.
Ang ada.
Gosh, I'm so excited to see you
Mas
girl.
malamig siya para sa amin. Sila sa tayo. Sana meron na rin.
Yeah. Meron to kahapon eh. Eh, hindi kahapon nung weekends. Pero yun nga, unpredictable ang weather. Tapos ano pa yun, maambon-ambon pa kami.
And time for a quick mirror fit check first, of course. I'm wearing this jacket and bonnet I bought from the TikTok shop. This morning, the temperature is 14 degrees Celsius. We are starting our journey by heading to the drop point of Marlboro Hills. And as you can see, sobrang foggy here. And pagdating namin sa drop point, may makikita kang mga stores wherein you can buy like this, yung mga hot beverages. Also here, if wala kang scarf or bonnet. And nagpicture-picture lang kami sa starting point and nag-start na rin kami with our trek.
Ay, akala ko kasama na sila. Sorry.
And since I didn't bring any flashlights and I only have my phone, kailangan yung mag-stick with your packs kasi sobrang dilim dito, guys.
Kasi naman, video na video.
Normally, yung approximate time na kinukonsume ng trek going up to Marlboro Hills
Pwede ba mag-ingay?
is 2 to 4 hours. But syempre, depende yun sa bilis. Sa simula, lalamigin ka. But as you go on sa trek, papawisan ka na talaga. Kasi grabe yung mga paakyat dito. And finally, after hours of walking,
Yan eh, ano na.
we reached the
Picture
summit.
tayo dun.
And sobrang foggy rin talaga dito sa taas.
Ay!
Wala kang makikita sa paligid unless gagamitan mo ng flashlight. And dito sa taas, aside sa may nagtitinda ng mga hot beverages, meron ding mga souvenir. And they also sell lugaw. But during that time, niluluto pa lang siya. So, I just bought na lang Milo. And at this moment, we're all silently praying na magkaroon ng clearing. And I decided to shoot a time lapse to capture the sea of clouds.
Nagsimulang lahat sa isang kanta.
And sadly, there was no clearing at the summit. But that didn't stop us from enjoying the experience, even if that's what we came for. And I was reminded with the life lesson that find joy in small moments, even if the main goal isn't achieved. Small joys like laughter with friends, fresh air, or to climb itself are valuable. Don't ever let disappointment steal your joy. Even if things don't go as planned, you can still find happiness in what you have. And if our plans don't work out, remember that God has His own plan. We may not have seen the sea of clouds at the crowded summit, but God had a different plan. He let us witness it at another summit, all to ourselves, just for us.
Hello, what's your name?
And after taking some photos and some videos at the summit, I met this cute little doggy. I don't know who's the owner of this dog, but
Bini.
he's super cute kasi naka-backpack pa siya. So I'm just giving him a belly rub. And just imagine, ako na tao na nahihirapan paakyat, and this little tiny dog went up here. And after that, we made our way to Echo Valley for our next stop. Another walk, but totally worth it.
Day 2 in Sagada. Hey, mga beshi ko. Yan. Yan po yung abula si... O yan. Si Angel. Yung muntik madapa si ano. Si Trisha. Ay, Steph pala. Sino Trisha? O, itong ko nyo saan? Wala. Ayan po. Here in Sagada. Weekdays. Ayan po, may clearing. Napakaswerte ng aking mga beshi. Oh. Pinakitaan sila ng clearing. Kasi yung mga ano beshi dito mga white eh. Mga blessing. Di ba sa akin pag may birthday girl? Ayan. Pagbibigyan Yes.
and finally made it to Echo Valley. In this part, you can shout anything you want. In few seconds, you will hear your voice bounce back. And we continue our trek going to Blue Soil.
Kukumpile ko lang talaga yan. Akala niyo. Hindi man ako gano'n eh.
Talkers na, vloggers pa.
Ganun talaga pag maraming kanta.
Along the way, we stopped at this beautiful spot to take some pictures and videos.
Testing muna. Ay, bakit natumba? Going to Blue Soil.
The trek from Marlboro Hills to Blue Soil was a bit far and tiring, but it gave us time to appreciate the peaceful surroundings and stunning views.
From Marlboro Hills going to
For me, this is the hardest part of the trail because you really need to watch your steps. And I couldn't believe and imagine that the locals bring these heavy rocks up here just to build this trail. And kung gaano siya kahirap now na dry, mas mahirap daw siya pagka rainy season kasi sobrang dulas ng mga bato. Here in Sagada, every corner is Instagram worthy. Katulad dito, pwede ka mag-picture dito sa mga bato. And after a few minutes walk, narating na rin namin yung Blue Soil. The soil here looks blue because of the natural minerals found in the ground. And over time, these minerals from the surrounding limestone mix with the dirt, creating a beautiful blue color that you won't usually see elsewhere.
Di pinapansin, ingay sa tabi, magulong kapaligiran, sa'yo lang ang tingin. Di pinapansin, ika'y paiikutin ng dahan-dahan sa gitna man ng daan. Sa bawat sandaling ikaw ay pinagmamasdan, may dumadapong kiliti na di maunawaan. Walang hilig, pinabangkit na sa aking isip, ikaw lang ang nagmamarka.
And it was time to head back to the inn to freshen up and grab some lunch.
Ay pinupunyag na, sa'yo lang magpapangkin. Di
And before we go back to our inn, nag-stop muna kami here to take some photos and videos dito. Sobrang ganda niya guys in person. And ito nga pala yung view namin dun sa nag-stayan namin. Ending our Sagada trip with some pottery magic.
Sige, Beshi. Welcome.
We went to see how the locals make pottery and even tried making some for ourselves. Onto Sigrid was assigned to us to demonstrate the process and guide us as we tried making pottery.
Set up noong 2000 by Archie Stapleton, anak ng missionary na lumaki dito in the 1960s. He saw the potential of the local clay and the local soil for pottery. That's why he set this up as an alternative livelihood for a cylinder. I have to pull the clay from the bottom to the top gradually. I'm pulling the clay with both pressure from left and right, going with the speed of the wheel to maintain the centers. kamay ko ang mag-control sa clay. Not the clay controlling my hands. To keep the shape. For it not to collapse. This is a very basic shape from here.
And syempre, hindi tayo uuwi ng Sagada nang hindi tinatry yung Sagada Pottery.
Doing well, maintain that go on, pushing it out, hands on the tip of the plate. Hold it at the top, here in the middle, right back.
And ito pala yung mga nagawa namin. Hulaan nyo na lang kung alin dyan yung sa akin.
Put your four fingers together. Huwag mo isa-separate yun. It's more stable than.
Ganito pala yung tsura inside ng Sagada Pottery. And may isang room dyan na may mga displays na mga ginawa nilang pottery na pwede nyong bilhin. May mga mug. Ayan. Marami pang iba. And bago kami tuluyang bumaba from Sagada, nag-stop din muna kami dito sa Inverted Restaurant. And since malapit lang tong Sagada Lemon Pie dun sa pinagstayan namin, bago kami umuwi, bumili muna ako nito as pasalubong. And bumili rin ako nitong bread na malapit lang dun sa inn namin. Sobrang sarap nito guys. And babalikan ko to pag bumalik ako ng Sagada, I swear. And ayan, habang pababa kami ng Sagada, may nakita akong ginagawang etag. Sobrang na-enjoy ko tong tour na to kahit na wala akong kilala sa simula kasi sobrang solid nila kasama. And ito kami, pauwi. And just remembering this moment, sobrang dami kong tawa that time as in. And yung trip pala namin, meron siyang side trip na grape farm sa La Union. And I'll show you guys kung saan kami punta. And medyo ginabi na kami papunta sa La Union. And ang ini-imagine ko na grape farm, yung parang may field siya, tapos walang mga bahay, ganon. Pero eto, ganyan, curious talaga ako kung saan kami dadali ni Kuya. Tapos yung tour guide pala namin yan, yung naka-violet na jersey. Ayan. Ang daming tao dito guys. Tapos parang, alam mo yun, parang normal lang na lugar. Tapos ayan, may pinasukan lang kaming eskinita. Tapos ayan, dyan na pala yung grape farm. And upon arrival, you will see these locals offering us for a free taste. Yan, mga wine made of grapes.
Pero pag na-stack to, magiging wine na po siya. Used to wine.
For how many? For how long?
Ay, mga 4 months ka na. Pero, may ibang flavor pa po. Blueberry, mangustin, guyaban, tsaka yung... Mama yung blueberry.
It was actually my first time seeing a grape farm in person because I only seen them on TV or in videos before.
Saan yung may sipa? Gano'n kalakas yan? Diba may hilo? Konti lang kaya, patry nga ako.
Ang pag-ayaw mo yung gasa lagi natin ng guyaban.
Wala yun.
And if nagustuhan mo yung mga pinatikim sa inyo, pwede kayong bumili dito sa gilid. May mini store sila dito. And that was it. Exploring Sagada as a solo traveler has been an unforgettable journey. From the breathtaking views at Marlboro Hills to the unique wonders of Sagada Pottery. Every moment was a reminder of how beautiful and rich this place is. Traveling alone gave me the freedom to take my time, soak in the scenery, and reflect on the experience. And if ever you get the chance, I highly recommend exploring it yourself. Until the next adventure, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep finding joy in every journey.